Hi everyone, welcome to Love Living Green with Natalie. I'm Natalie and I'm coming at you here from the beautiful little veranda of our little tree hut here at my property, The Rabbit Hole in Upper Hutt in New Zealand. And what I wanted to talk to you about today is how to get started on your sustainability journey. And a journey it really is. It's a journey I've been on for almost 20 years now. We've been at this property for 10 years, establishing gardens, doing permaculture, and it is a journey that never ends. And maybe that is the first piece of advice I guess I want to give you, is to really look at it like that. There's nowhere to get to. Wherever you are is perfect, and from there you take the first step. This kind of ideal of living the perfectly sustainable life is actually an illusion. It doesn't exist. There's always more you can do. There's always more you can learn. So embrace the process rather than aiming for a destination. That's probably number one. Number two is start wherever you are and start with what you're most passionate about. You can, whether it is not wanting to put toxins or crap into your body, that's what it was for me, because I just had a baby and I was really, really conscious of, living as healthily as possible. But for you, it might be plastic pollution, or it might be carbon emissions, whatever it is that really sort of rocks your world. When you think about the impacts you're having, that's where you can get started. Which is not to say that you can't do things across the board, and often, you can make huge gains rather than aiming for that target of being completely zero waste, for example, which is actually really hard to do. It's even hard to do for, the most hardcore of us. It's still tricky to achieve. You can make bigger gains by doing a little bit here and a little bit there, reducing one car trip a week and remembering to take your own shopping bags, and maybe, reducing your shower time by a minute or something like that. Doing small things across the board can build up to a bigger effect than doing that one thing perfectly. But start with where you are, and start with the things that you feel most passionate about and that you feel that you're most fired up about, really. That's my advice to you. The other thing to remember, and this is really critical as well, there's a lot of things that we can be concerned about these days. There's huge changes happening in the world. There's climate change, there's deforestation, there's species extinction, there's all these things happening. And it's really easy to get lost in all of that and to end up feeling really anxious and overwhelmed and feeling like you can't make any difference at all. And that's not a trap I want you to fall into. So really important is to remember to always work within your circle of influence. So your circle of concern is this big circle of all the stuff in it that's wrong in this world, whereas your circle of influence is much smaller. They are the things that you can actually do something about. And as long as you can remember to, you can visit your circle of concern, you can read about it, you can read blogs and websites and news articles, but always come back to your circle of influence. Ask yourself, what is it that I can really do about this? And that's where you take action. And as long as you can keep moving and growing and build some momentum and keep moving along this journey, that's where your power lies, and that's where you will end up not feeling overwhelmed and sort of just swamped by all the stuff that's out there. So begin with a simple step, begin with the simple things that don't require any extra time or money. And I'm putting a link to a PDF below that. The tree is moving in on me. Let's hide behind the tree. I'm putting a link to a PDF below, which here we go, which has 50 different suggestions of things you can do really easily in your home that won't cost you anything, that don't take any extra time. And pick the ones that you feel sort of most drawn to and just start. The trick to beginning is to begin. So I'm going to be posting more videos on this channel about more stuff that you can do, more details, more of the mindset side of making change in your life, because that's really sort of what floats my boat recently. So keep your eye out, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.